What's up, everyone? Welcome back, and I have groundbreaking news today. So I was looking online. I was going to pick myself up a SCUF controller. Figured I'll buy one for about $100. I think they're going to be really helpful in Black Ops 3. I didn't realize that the kind of controller that I wanted was going to be close to $200, so when I saw that went right out the window. And I started to look up how to maybe rewire my controller, my regular controller, to perform like a SCUF. And I didn't want to start drilling holes into the back of my controller and rewiring the inside. I'm not good with that kind of stuff, and I definitely would have broke it. So I started to fiddle around with my PS4, and what I found was absolutely amazing. That you can essentially turn your regular PlayStation 4 controller into a SCUF controller, absolutely free. Now, what a SCUF controller does is essentially it allows you to press other buttons while keeping both thumbs on the analog stick so you can move around and aim. Now what I've done is on the PS4 you can rewire or reconfigure your buttons to anywhere on the controller that you want, to different buttons. And I'll show you exactly how to do it. So you're going to want to go to the PlayStation menu, scroll up and all the way to the right to settings. And you're going to scroll all the way down to accessibility. And at the bottom of that page you should see button assignments. Now you're going to want to check the box that says enable custom button assignments, and from there you can start customizing wherever you want your buttons to be. On my controller, I play Call of Duty, I play on tactical layout, so for me before I did this, my crouch button was pushing an R3 and my melee button was circle and my jump button was X. And I've reconfigured my buttons so that now my X button is pushing an R3. My R3 button is now X. Circle is still my melee. I also I made the right D-pad R1 because I like to call in a lot of score streaks because I like to play Dom. So now I can call in score streaks using R1, still keeping both fingers on, or both thumbs on the analog sticks. And just because it felt awkward, I like to control most of my aerial assault drones, and it felt awkward flying up with the right D-pad and flying down with L1. So I just changed L1 to left D-pad, so now I fly my aerial assault drone up and down with the right and left D-pads. And I fly that, and I'm not sure what L1 does now. I think it's like under barrel grenade launchers and stuff like that. I don't really use that, so I'm not worried about that. Now, what I've done here is I essentially turned my controller into a SCUF controller. It doesn't have the paddles in the back, but I can now jump while still keeping both thumbs on the analog sticks. And it's definitely a great way to, if you can't afford a SCUF controller or want one, definitely a great way to do it for absolutely free. And it's not very difficult. Now I have to warn you, there is a learning curve, just as there would be if you bought a SCUF controller. You're not going to pick it up and be amazing with it right away. You'll be able to kill people. It's not like you're going to be terrible with it, but you will try to jump and you'll be crouching. That happened to me a few times. So you just have to play with it. Give it a chance. Don't play one game with it. Go in, try to jump and do something else, and then give up and change it back. It's also going to change everything for the console. It's not just this game. So if you want to just start another game, for me, if I want to start a game, I have to click in R3 because that's now my X button for every game. If I want to change a class, it's R3. If I want to mantle a wall, it will say press X to mantle, but I know that my X button is not X anymore. It's now R3. So you just have to be aware of that. And that's basically it. Trying to think if I left anything out. I don't think so. If I did, I'll leave anything in the description. But definitely go try it out. It's definitely cost effective. It's absolutely free. So check it out. Leave a comment, like, and make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.